bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Cancer Society of the Bahamas hosted its annual ball in the nation's capital this past weekend. A past president and local cancer survivor was honored for her invaluable contributions to the local organization. Shashina Roll reports.
She was brave enough to fight cancer 3 times, once in 1998, in 2009, and recently in 2012. This past weekend, Dorothy Colley was the only Grand Bahamian honored at the Cancer Society of the Bahamas Ball in the nation's capital. The nation's leader, Deputy Prime Minister, as well as hundreds of well-wishers showed support for her invaluable contributions to the local organization.
I was elated, but then I asked Mr. Bethel, what did I do? Because, you know, when you do these things, you don't do it for recognition, because you do it because of your love for persons. And so I was elated that they had chosen me, but because I've worked with so many cancer patients, it is an unselfish, it's done unselfishly, never expecting any reward.
Determined that she will not be defeated by cancer, Dorothy Colley joined the Grand Bahama Cancer Society, and in the year 2000, she established a headquarters for the organization. She also helped to establish the Sister to Sister program and the Us Two program on the island.
We were able to reach out to so many cancer patients, persons who would call and in the middle of the night and they need some attention. And so I just put on my clothes and call a couple of the members, and we just go. And we sit with them. Sometimes we sat with them for hours. Sometimes we had to sit with the family members to encourage them, family members, to let them know, hey, mommy, daddy, and the children, they're going to be okay, you know. And so it takes you in and out of your environment.
But Colley says while she never expected any recognition, she was touched to be honored at such a special moment with her family and friends.
And I was so happy that my children, my brother and my sister were there to support me, and my friends, my doctor was there, and my friends from way back, my mentor, Virginia Hall Campbell, who was really been, and Dr. Mildred Hall Watson, who really taken very good care of me in terms of when I was first diagnosed. They just led me through it, and the Cancer Society of the Bahamas, President Earl Bethel, who is a magnificent man, and it's because of Mr. Earl Bethel, who's the immediate past president, that the Cancer Society is vibrant and alive today in Grand Bahama.
Dorothy Colley was presented the Susan Andrews Award, which is given to a person who has gone above and beyond the call of duty. Shashina Roll, ZNS Network News.
Tonight we have the story of a young man who was attacked by a rare form of cancer. More than a year ago, 19-year-old Jason Carroll was afflicted by testicular cancer. It is a health issue that he has no problem talking about. During the monthly Cancer Awareness Health Forum, Carroll spoke of his health challenge.
Last year, around May 4th, which was my surgery, the doctor removed my right testicle, and I was actually having pain only 2 weeks prior, so everything was like really fast. So after the surgery, test came back good. Everything was good. I was happy. To this day, I've never really been down or unhappy, or never let this really get to me. I'm young and really strong, and I encourage everybody to always keep a smile on. I probably make more people laugh than y'all can make me laugh.
Young Carroll thought his health challenges were over, and despite being in high spirits, he would be attacked once again. He says several months ago he began experiencing abdominal and back pains that he considered alarming.
I had 3 tumors, one close to my spine, one next to my bladder, and the other off to nowhere close to nothing, thank God. And it was getting worse, as a matter of fact. I was waking my parents up more to go to the hospital, and was really in and out constantly, and I had to stop working. I had to tell my family, which is always the hardest thing, but you know, I got to keep their smile on their face and keep mine on my face. So I started chemo only about 3 weeks ago, so that is totally new to me.
Young Darville is currently undergoing chemotherapy. In other news, the Grand Bahama Youth Choir has spent the past 4 years developing the musical talents of local students, whether through singing or musical instruments. Artistic Director Kevin Tomlinson says the choir has grown by leaps and bounds, displaying their talents not only nationally, but on the international stage.
I'm very excited about this because the idea has always been to create a program that can actually assist our young people, not just something where they just sing and go on stage and that's it, but at the end of the day they can benefit. These children come to me from September and we close in May, early June, but they're investing their time, and when they make investments there should be returns for them. And so it's my job to go out there and find the opportunities where these children can actually benefit and begin to really explore wider areas with their art forms. We've really done a whole lot. We've traveled a lot. We were able to send children overseas to get experience. In 2010, we were able to send 3 children to the Philippines, to Mexico, to Baltimore, Colorado, all sorts of places.
Tomlinson says the next 4 years and beyond promises to be even better. To celebrate the past 4 years, the choir will host a special anniversary concert that Tomlinson says is expected to be a big event.
We are hosting our show at the Grand Ukiah Hotel on Sunday at 7 p.m. Our show carries a continuation of the Bahamian theme that we started out with, a Bahamian Story 1. We're doing a Bahamian Story 2. With this, our 40th year anniversary celebrations, we want to showcase the talents of the young people in Grand Bahama and the vision of our program.
And now I brought proof of my founding moment.
I must officially apologize for the fact that, yes, Miss Sabrina Brown now was a beauty queen back in 1988, Miss Hawksbill. In 1988, Phil and I were in diapers, but she was the beauty queen. And she is to
Pull-ups is more like it.
Something of
and
that
I'm
nature.
being crowned by Doreen McIntosh.
I was shocked.
She's a former stylist of the Freeport News Team.
I am with royalty, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's news from the Northern Service on behalf of the entire team.
I'm just a commoner, I'm Ricardo.
I'm Sabrina Brown. Thank you for joining us. The Bahamas Tonight continues with the National Report.